Obviously, we're here today to announce the third and what we believe is the final arrest in everybody who had a part in the death and disappearance of Allahnia Lenoir back in August of 2022. And with this case in particular, we were vocal. We talked to you guys, we talked to the community, and we did that in hopes of receiving tips, and we followed up on each and every one of those. But I think the most important person in the room today is Miss Jackson. Miss Jackson is the mother of Allahnia Lenoir, and she has been really a staple in this investigation. Her strength, her courage, her commitment, and being a voice for her daughter this whole time has been commendable. So I thank you for everything you've done, and I thank you for your patience with this organization as we work through this case.
For some reason, some crimes people keep going and doing over and over again, and it seems like the law don't ever touch them. But also then it seems like when somebody like a mother who seems erratic or overly emotional, or I guess the word I'm looking at, like she's crazy, she's assuming all of these things, come to find out everything that I was saying, crying to them about was true. I told them there was more than one person involved. I told them to go here. I asked them to check on that. And this is how the evolution of things.
So on June 1st of this year, the Georgia Department of Natural Resources made the third and final arrest for us. They were out patrolling on Lake Altoona when they noticed a personal watercraft. The occupant or the driver of that vessel was driving too fast in a no-wake zone, so they went and initiated a stop. They made contact with Stephen. He gave a false name. During their interaction, he actually fled, so it was a type of a boat chase. It ran up on shore, which led to a foot chase and ultimately the apprehension.
We had sightings of Stephen. We've had private investigator who has looked into it. We have been in the street, and there was a lot of sightings basically saying that Stephen was in fact here, and he was.
Our gratitude is to the DNR for their work in helping us bring this to somewhat of a conclusion. But from day one, our objective has been to locate and return Allahnia, and that is more true today than ever before. That is our goal.
He's been on the run for 607, almost 2 years he's been on the run. And he was with somebody. That somebody obviously knew that they were on the run because he got on his jet skis and there was a chase. But that person was not arrested, and that person was not detained, and that person was not questioned. So that is disheartening that he was being helped, and there's no news about that other person. Somebody knows what these guys have been up to. Stephen been out for almost 2 years. He's had help, right? He's had shelter. Somebody done gave that boy some money, right? They didn't help him run up whatever he been running up, because he's basically run up more charges since this. He has more than one warrant for his arrest after this happened, which lets you know you've been committing other crimes after this happened, and the people who know, there's still an anonymous tip line. Something that's understood don't gotta be said, but I'm gonna say it. You ain't gotta talk to the police. Right. My social medias are open. My phone number is open to the public. She has a website,
AllahniaLenoir.com.
We have a at Finding Fruity page.
It's at finding__fruity.
You can reach out to me at LadyJ527. You don't want to talk to them people, I understand.
It's our belief that somebody out there somebody knows where she is, and we would plead with that individual to come forward. Not for this police department, not for any agency, but for Miss Jackson and her family. That is the only way that they can get even a sliver of closure in this case.
Whenever people ask me about my daughter, it's probably one of the hardest questions because it takes me right to her. If you knew her, or anybody who knows her, and the reason why she's had so much attention is because she was a light. She was a lighthearted person. She liked to have a good time. She was always concerned about others. She just had this really obnoxious and loud laugh. And, I miss that. She She just always wanted to be, she wanted love. She wanted people to be loving. And she had a huge amount of friends. And as a mom, I'm like, ain't everybody your friend? But I've had to eat that because it's been all of these friends who have showed up again and again and again and again for her, whether it's in person or online or calling me or checking on her brother. It is an extreme amount of people who said she was my friend, and based off conversations with them and the things that they knew about her and about me and about my son, I know that they're telling the truth.